Hey there, this is Tina with Content Creators Club. I'm so excited to kind of walk through the process and how I added over 2,000 plus email subscribers to my email list on 1 hour a month. So, this is literally within the past year. I don't spend more than an hour a month growing my email list, and I'm about to walk you through what that looks like in just a second. But before we go ahead and get into that, make sure you grab the freebie or the offer below this video below. Definitely helps out the channel, helps me, and supports my small business, but also it's a really great resource for you if you're looking to automate and grow and monetize your audience as a content creator. So, with that being said, let's kind of walk go through this video. Anyways, so it's honestly like kind of shocking, but like I really like finally crossed over. Like, and this does not happen with most creators that I see. Usually, what I end up seeing is that big creators they create this huge, massive social media following, and then they have like an oopsie moment, and they realize that they don't own their audience. Like, and they're like, oh shit, like if I lose my audience with the click of a button, then you'd really be screwed. And I had that realization last year. And most creators kind of spent so much time growing their following, and then they have that oopsie moment and they're like, ah, fuck, I wish I could do something better. And this is the better solution, right? And so I really want to kind of bring back like the importance of avoiding that oopsie moment, right? Because last year, like, I had a situation where I had this big audience on my social media platform, and then, on accident, my account got flagged, and it was just a whole big mess. And they said was sorry, like it was an accident, and that's not really a good enough excuse for me personally. And so it really didn't matter if I spent 2+ years on the platform. There is no sense of loyalty when it comes to social media. With the click of a button, like your account could be gone. I've seen Facebook ads accounts shut down. I've seen social media accounts with huge followings like banned. Like it's just like a whole shit show. And like the fact that creators put so much reliance on social media is not a safe place, and it's risky business and to me, and I'm not in the place of business where I like to put a lot of risk, right? I like to de-risk my position. And so from that day actually of having that oopsie moment, thank god it didn't become a full-blown oopsie moment, I really made a decision to create my own backup audience and really create an audience that is something that I own and that I can control. And the beautiful thing is that I'm finally in a position where my email audience is actually bigger than my social media following, right? So I think I have, a little bit over 2K in emails in no, sorry, in following, but I definitely have more than 2K in my email list. And so that didn't come by accident. It was very intentional, and it really is just a better position to be in. And so this kind of begs the question of like, how did I add over 2,000 email subscribers to my list in less than 1 hour a month? And it's really an old marketing strategy, the one that never goes out of style, and that is collaborations. And so I really want to like bring this point forward that like the reason why collaborations go so well is because it's building relationships, and building relationship never goes out of style. Like I've built relationships with people in the creator industry, and like to this day, like I still collaborate with them because we just have a strong, like such a great relationship together. We have audiences that overlap together. If I can, help you, you can help me. Like it's really just the relationship that takes businesses together, right? Like it's like an old strategy, but like truly it's in some ways like who you know, or in other ways it's more of like how can you help people. And if you know you can help someone, that's where collaborations can come into play, right? And so it's my goal, like with everyone who's in Content Creators Club, which is my newsletter, that if they want to partner with me, all they have to do is file an application and they can partner with me. So if you're not already on my list, and you should be able to click that link to get that application. If you're not in there, then definitely sign up. But the thing is that like creating collaborations truthfully creates win-win scenarios, right? And so like it's win-win-win scenarios for all participants. It's win-win scenario for me because I get access to a new audience. It's a win scenario for the collaborator because they get access to my audience, and usually in the process both audiences get something for free on each side. And so it's really great for you to get exposure to a new audience and really just be able to like tap into audiences that you wouldn't have otherwise, right? Because you can do Facebook ads, but you have to do so much targeting before you find like your audience, before you found like your area where things are working. And I just think it's a waste of dollars and a waste of time to do that when I could collaborate with someone where I know they have that audience, right? And so if I know I have that audience, I'm going to take the time to build that relationship and to build that collaboration to do that, right? But if you want to skip that whole process and you want access to, collaborations that are going to be able to help you, high value collaborations that I find, then definitely feel free to join my collab membership. It's really the place where once a month I gather all the collaborations for the month and I send one email a month to my list of members who are in this collab membership, and they get access to all the collaborations for them to grow their email list. So I think it's a really great resource. And so let's kind of like dive deep on like why an email list is so much better than a social media. And there's one thing that's more powerful, truthfully, than money. Like it's ownership. Like ownership truthfully goes a long way. Like at the end of the day, like I don't know why, but like my mind's going to land. Like I can lose like as much value in the market, but like there's a sense of pride in owning the fucking land. Like I want to own my land. It is my property. I want to get it. Like at the end of the day, like money can go up or down, but it's in your title, it's in your name. And having that ownership is just such a play, right? And it's such like a sense of pride. And so like maybe that's what it is, but like having an email list does allow you to have some sense of ownership of your audience in the sense that you don't necessarily need to rely on social media to really, contact your audience, and you don't need to pay to access your audience. You really just are able to contact them and connect with them front and center, right? And so also the benefit of having an email list is that like I get to do all these things of having automated selling. So by leveraging email marketing automations, I can automate my selling by, newsletter referrals, sponsorships, digital products, affiliate marketing. I have different ways to monetize my audience that I own because I own my audience, right? Like it's harder for, maybe sponsors to get access to like more reach with social media because you're competing with an algorithm, right? Rather than a sponsorship can, sponsor the email list, and then at least I know they're going to get the opportunity to go to thousands of people and things like that. And so it's also like bringing in this point of controlled reach. Like that's the point that I was trying to make with social media and sponsorships, is that like it's controlled reach in the sense of, again, I don't need to compete with an algorithm to reach a person's inbox or to connect with an individual, right? And so if you are someone who's trying to figure out like, some bonus tips of like how do you create an engaged audience with your email, I would say keep the subject lines short and always have an ask, right? You always want to have your emails get the person in the habit of engaging with them, because when they are in the habit of engaging with them, it just creates some sense of interaction, and it also looks really good from like an email perspective and email metrics perspective. But my ways of keeping engagement and always asking for an ask is, by clicking a link, responding to a poll, or giving me a reply. So definitely like engagement goes a long way, and those are a few ways to do it. So I definitely think that if you are someone who wants to grow your email list without paid ads or social media, and you really want to do this on not more than an hour a month because you don't have a ton of time, then I'm going to highly recommend for you to grab our collaborations membership. And I'm so excited because I get to serve all the members who are currently in the membership, and they get access to collaborations that they want to have otherwise, and they get access to audiences that they want to have otherwise without joining the membership. So I hope to see you in there. And yeah, that's all I have for today. So please go ahead and like, and comment, subscribe. It definitely helps my small business. It definitely helps this a small channel. So I appreciate anything and everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.